everything. I know that the angle and the lighting system really sucks, but anyway, I'm here at Terminal 1 and I'm waiting for my flight to Bali, Indonesia. This is my last trip for this year, 2023. It's not the fanciest terminal in the Philippines or in Manila. Infrastructure-wise, the Terminal 3 is bigger compared to Terminal 1, but I was surprised because it only took me 20 minutes. Even if Terminal 1 is not the fanciest terminal, it's very efficient. It's so convenient. So yeah, so today I'm leaving Manila around 7:30 p.m. and the flight to Bali will probably take 3.5 hours. And I'm also testing this new product that I bought a few weeks ago. So this is a wireless mic called Sarmonic. The brand name is Sarmonic. Yeah, I'm excited to create more content with my new equipment. And let's see you guys probably inside the aircraft or in Bali. Okay, so I'm here at the pre-departure area waiting for my flight, and I think we're going to board soon. It's not a full flight. I think we're using the Airbus 321. Hopefully I don't have a seatmate. So I'm seated at the middle, 49A. Alright, so I just arrived at the hotel. It's 1 in the morning, and it took me a lot of time to exit the terminal because of the long queue at the immigration. So when I arrived here, I didn't really expect that the hotel would be this posh. What caught me off guard was the flooring. They kind of like used fake grass. So this is funny, but I'm actually subscribing to it because it's kind of like refreshing to my eyes. So today I'm probably going to do some relaxation. I have no fixed itinerary except I'm going to meet up with my air traffic controller friends here based in Bali, but that's on tonight. But for the entire day, I'll probably go to Canggu area and discover some new restaurants or cafes that's very interesting. So that's just one Google search away. And yeah, this hotel is located right along Kuta area, Jalan Kartika, if I pronounce it correctly, but it's only like 3 kilometers away from the airport. So if you're planning to visit Bali for the first time, I think this is the best place to stay in because it's the central part of Denpasar. Bali is notorious for its traffic, and yeah, during the peak season, like all the vehicles and the motorcycles along the road are on standstill most times. So like a trip to Ubud, which is only like 35 kilometers away from downtown Denpasar, would sometimes take at least 2 hours. I tried that when I was here 2 months ago. So I'll be answering some travel related questions, more like a year-end compilation of my travels for this year. So I'm staying here at Ian's Hotel, or Ian's House Hotel, right around the Kuta area. So it's really accessible from the airport. It's only like 3 kilometers away. So like I said earlier, if you're a first-time visitor here in Bali, I highly suggest that you stay around Kuta area because it's where the action is. But there are other places in Bali like Ubud or Canggu or Seminyak area, or even Nusa Dua, because I was there 2 months ago, and the place is really, really different. The vibe is really different there in Nusa Dua compared to like other areas that I mentioned earlier. I need a coffee break. Perfect. So for this year, I traveled, so in January, I went to Taipei. March, I went to Taipei again for a work-related trip / another trip again, vacation. June, I went to Taipei again, but this time with colleagues. We stayed up for 4 days and 3 nights. It was fun, despite the humid weather, because it was already summer season. And then August, I went to Perth, Australia to celebrate my 33rd birthday. I transited via Hong Kong. It was my first time to fly Cathay Pacific. And then on September 30th up to October 8th, I was in Melbourne for another meeting slash vacation with IFATCA. And then 2 weeks after, I went to Bali for the Asia Pacific conference, a regional meeting in IFATCA. 7th, I was in Hong Kong by November with my mom. I stayed there for 4 days and 3 nights, and it wasn't my first time in Hong Kong, but it was my first time visiting Hong Kong Disneyland. I was so amazed. There's just like a lot of emotions going on when I was there. And then 2 weeks after, I went to Saigon with my colleagues again, but I know that was my 3rd time visiting Saigon, but the 2nd time I was there, that was already like 9 years ago, so a revisit is highly needed. So a lot of things have changed in Saigon for the past 9 years. If you want to know more about my experience, you can just click on here or here with my recent vlog about my trip to Saigon. And then this is the 9th trip, which is Bali again, but this time it's more like a relaxed kind of trip. I don't have any clear itinerary for the next 2 days or so. Okay, so I just changed the light settings here in my room, so I look brighter now. Anyway, so yeah, it was a well-traveled year, and I look forward for more travels in 2024. Okay, so I'm here at the poolside and I'm all alone. So I have the entire pool by myself, and I really like it. It's 12 noon, I already applied sunblock. And since I have the entire pool by myself, so I'll just do some vlogs here as well. So what was my most embarrassing moment? So actually it happened 2 days ago, or yesterday, when I was at the immigration. So the cubicles were not separated by a wall or something, so you can hear the immigration officers talking from at the back. I thought the immigration officer was asking me, when are you coming back? So I just answered December 13th at 4 a.m. And the immigration officer was like, huh? What are you talking about? I didn't ask you a question. I was like, oh, okay. The question wasn't for me, apparently. So it was really fun and embarrassing, but we both laughed. And yeah, so I was at the Terminal 1. It didn't take me more than 5 minutes for the interview. And then the security check wasn't really that long as well. So yeah, I'm just here relaxing, and I'm thinking of going out around Canggu area for lunch, or late lunch, because it's already 12 noon. I'll just take a dip at the pool. All right, so I'm currently here at an Indonesian restaurant named Warung Damar, and I ordered nasi goreng with the special type, which is Damar, and it's 7,000 to 9,000 Indonesian rupiah, so that's like 200-ish pesos. So generally speaking, Indonesia is a bit more, or let's say more affordable or cheaper compared to my home country, especially in touristy area, which begs me a question from my travel for this year. What was the most expensive thing that I bought during my travels this year? Well, I did not spend 100,000 or a few thousand grand for something, but it is expensive in a way that it's ridiculously expensive compared to some other countries. I'm talking a pack of cigarettes. So I smoke. When I went to Melbourne back in October, I forgot to bring my pack of cigarettes, because you're allowed to bring at least 2 packs of cigarettes into Australia. So I forgot to buy one back home, which costs around like 150 to 200 pesos, depending on the brand, but that's the average price. So I went to the nearest 7-Eleven store at the hotel at Docklands, and I was like, thank you. I have a mojito now, but this is not really mojito, but virgin mojito, mocktail. So good. So when I was in Melbourne, I bought a pack of cigarettes for 56 Australian dollars. So that's like, I stopped converting after knowing that a pack of cigarettes in Australia costs around $56. So I was like, okay, fine, just take all of the money. I need nicotine in my system. I know it's bad, don't get me wrong, but it is what it is. So So I'm here at Kuta Beach. There are no people, or maybe there are like less people around, and we're close to the airport. At my right side I can see an aircraft. I think it's an Airbus 320 departing runway 27 of New Orleans Airport. And here I am at Kuta Beach. The sand is gray to almost black, well, because it's a volcanic island, so that's expected. Another question from my travel for this year is whether if I'm a beach person or a mountain person or a city person. Well, it really depends on the destination, but I'm pretty sure that I'm a city person, with the side trips to mountains or beaches, but definitely I'm not a beach person because I don't turn tan when I get too much of sun. I turn red like a shrimp. So I really hate that feeling, and as well as I'm not really into hiking as well, although I did some hiking when I was younger, but it's not really my thing. But I prefer striking perfect balance between city life and nature. Yeah, so one of those best places that I've traveled this year would probably be Melbourne, because it has a strikingly balance of city life and nature life. Okay, so last night we had a party. I was with my friends from Jakarta Control Towers. I met up with them, and yeah, we partied at around Canggu area. So it was my first time to visit Motel Mexico at the Canggu branch, and the vibe is still the same in Seminyak, although the environment itself, it's I like the Motel Mexico in Canggu more because it's right across the beach, whereas in Seminyak it's just like in the middle of a downtown area. But anyway, so yeah, last night was epic. I went home around 3 or 3:30 in the morning, and I woke up late, like 11 or almost lunchtime. I was originally planning to visit Waterbomb Park, but I have no energy left. I was really tired from last night, but no regrets. So with that, one of my greatest takeaways from traveling across the world, or not really a world, but like half of the world for this year, it made me realize that if you have the time or the opportunity to travel, go for it, because even though it's a bit expensive, at some point, my philosophy for it, the experiences will last longer. The money that you spent will just go back to you in a weeks or a month, or I don't know. But point is, we're making memories that last forever. So if you still have an energy to travel around, go for it. And also, as the travel cliche goes, whenever you travel, you meet a lot of new people. It makes you more open to the world. It makes you more understanding with what's happening around you. So that's one of those great life lessons that I've learned from traveling. So I think this is it. This is my last travel for this year, and probably my next video will be next year, because it's already December, but next year I'll be traveling again. I'm not disclosing my next location yet, but it will be epic. So I'm hoping to see you again in my next future vlogs. Once again, this is your boy Renzi Benzi saying adios amigos and be kind to others. Take care, happy holidays, bye.
I've been walking through the valley of the shadows. I let them tell me who I was. I've been talking myself up onto the gallows. Every time I tried to walk away, I couldn't make it through.